Hi, I'm McGuffie, based in South Wales. I was born into a showbiz family. My father was very famous in the music industry, very popular with people, but people didn't realise he was a violent alcoholic. Used to beat us, put my mother into hospital a few times. We split up as a family. It resulted that we moved away to Devon. I became a bit of a worrier because my mother was an alcoholic as well. I thought she was going to leave us, so I was constantly worried, but we managed to fight through that, through lots of difficulties. In the late 70s, I discovered the martial art of karate. Started that. Over the corresponding years, as I grew, I developed. I became a black belt in karate. It did wonders for my confidence. I went into retailing and did very well. I worked for a company called Booker's, some of you may have heard of. I was one of the youngest managers in the country. Moved around the UK, but the pressure was immense at the time, and I decided to leave, and I decided to open my own karate clubs because I was a professional instructor at the time. Did well at that, but after a period of time I got injured, had to find a job, and I looked for a job in financial services, and I was offered a job. It was commission only, but I found very quickly that I was one of the best salespeople in the office in the region. And I started to earn more money than I could ever have believed or dreamed of. Within about a year, I was earning what I used to earn a year every month. So I was on footballer's wages in many ways. I had 7 cars on my drive. I had big houses. I had my own Savile Row tailor. Things were going well for a number of years, and the company started to get into problems and couldn't pay us. I had massive standing orders, massive debts. I had to pay for all my cars and things like that, and I started to get into financial problems, and things got much worse and worse and worse. I left the company and became a motivational speaker in sales and psychology. That went okay for a while, but the truth was I had a tidal wave of debt behind me, and things got really difficult for me. I met a couple of young men who were Christians and told me about Jesus. I thought they were lunatics because I didn't believe in him at all, but they told me if I prayed to God and asked him to resolve my issues, he would. I told them it was nonsense, but when they went away and left me, that's what I did. I prayed, but my prayer was not a real prayer. I prayed for God to give me a £20,000 a month job. This was in the 1980s, 1990s. Of course, nothing happened. Things got worse and worse. Went on the run, lost everything I had, got really depressed, started to contemplate suicide. But I continued to pray to God in the way that I had before, but over a period of time it started to change, and I started to say, God, would you help me? Would you help me? Rather than would you give me a £20,000 a month job? Things still continued to get worse, but I did go to church after a while through a miracle. I haven't got enough time to explain it, but through that miracle I went to the church, and they were singing a song called Lord, I Lift Your Name on High, and I realised I'm a musician myself. I realised I was singing the song. Then I realised I was singing the song with all my might, and the final thing I realised, I was singing the song and I was believing every word that I sang. I believed that Jesus died for me. I accepted Jesus that day, and my life has been changed forever. God bless you.